Brody Miller with Neurotransformations. Come on up.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome, everybody that's here, the Greater Colorado Springs community, 1 Million Cups, and honored guests. Thank you so much for allowing me to present my story to you all this morning. However, my story includes times of deep depression, anxiety, being taken to jails, mental institutions, in hospitals. My 20s were truly marred by a tough trail of learning lessons. And to be honest, when I looked myself in the mirror, I didn't like that guy. However, above all, my story is about redemption, and I'm going to get into that. So who am I? I don't know if any of you all watched the movie with Jackie Chan, but he screams out, "Who am I?" And sometimes I thought the same thing. So on the surface, my name is Brody Miller. I'm soon to be Doctor of Natural Medicine on the completion of my practicum hours from Quan University. I'm also a dedicated husband, dog lover, nature enthusiast, and entrepreneur. But even more so than any of that other stuff, I'm an alchemist. And so are every single one of you all, whether you realize it or not, for the way that you transmute negative emotions into positive ones every single day. So let me take you all back to a moment in time. Around 7 years ago, on a warm, sunny day in Tucson, Arizona, I experienced my first grand mal seizure. And perhaps some of you all can relate, because a seizure is a very similar sensation to a panic attack in the way that your eyes become fixated, and however, a seizure is much more intense than a panic attack. After being taken to the hospital, doctors discovered a cavernous malformation in my left frontal lobe that was about the size of a cranberry. And that malformation was leaking blood in the rest of my brain, causing me to have grand mal seizures. So fast forward about 4 months from that time, doctors removed that malformation, neurosurgeons. They cut open my skull. However, my path to recovery was not as simple as just a cut and pull. After that, I continued to have on average 3 grand mal seizures a month. And I also developed chronic neuropathy in both of my forearms. And I had difficulty even doing a simple push-up at that time. However, it was during this dark period in my life that I discovered what I call the miracles of neuroplasticity from my great friend Karen Stewart. May she rest in peace. Neuroplasticity is essentially the innate and inherent ability of our brain, body, and nervous system to rewire, change, and adapt in response to our thoughts, our emotions, our actions, and overall perceptions of reality. And so I've spoken to neuroscientists, and they echo this sentiment, that neuroplasticity truly can be our superpower if use it or lose it. So what do I focus on? I'm going to get into that a little bit. I focus on stress reduction because, as many of you all know, stress is truly the #1 killer. It's public enemy #1 in the way that it blocks positive neuroplasticity in our brain and body. And statistics echo that sentiment. Statistics in 2021 by the World Health Organization found that over 700,000 people die of suicide every single year, meaning that every 40 seconds, unfortunately, somebody has taken their own life. And not only that, by the end of this speech, around 9 people have killed themselves. And I find that unacceptable. And I'm going to move on to what do I teach and why. What I focus on is a series of modalities such as nutrition, subconscious mind reprogramming techniques, breath work, and meditation. And all of these subjects are backed by the efficacy of science. However, the proof is truly in the pudding with me, because if you had spoken to me 7 years ago, I would have had trouble completing even basic sentences. So the proof is with me. And who do I dedicate this to? I dedicate this to my great friend Michael Youssef. May he rest in peace. He passed away in 2022 from a drug overdose. And it makes me ponder what would have happened and what would have been different if he would have known the tools and techniques. And so, to my great friend, we miss you. So, how can you connect with me? You can connect with me in that QR code, or you can find me at brody@neurotransformations.com. And ultimately, if I can just change one person's life for the better, then I believe that to be a profound success.